Okay. So, Pony, what kinds of things do you like to read? Oh my god, totally manga. Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, of course. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head certainly perks up. Oh, what kind, probably? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yeah, man, I gotta make her feel better, even though I really hate reading books. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Probably some super classical Mozart, Beethoven, Shakespeare. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Oh, can I save the game? Save. Whoa, okay, nice, I saved the game. Lol. But you know, I like a lot of things. What happens if I press history? I can retrack all the chat here. Yeah, very nice. Settings. Very nice here, yeah. You like a lot of things? What things? Do you like video games? Virtual novels? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse as me as well. Now this is where I'm kind of scared because I'm not playing this game like without knowing something, without knowing anything about it. I have a feeling something happens because of its genre when I was downloading it. So it's probably not as happy as I think it will be. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? It feels like the guy who made this game is talking out about me as the player, and he is saying this to me, so I am kind of scared. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read the horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Because you don't like horror, you only like cute things. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Oh, she probably drew a cat. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Oh, she's gonna interrupt her. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not a kawaii, cutie. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Oh, I love poems. I think that is impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, I can't tell if I like them enough or not if I haven't seen them. Oh, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. There's a dog barking outside, so I'm gonna hesitate a little bit, wait a little bit. Did I read this? I don't remember. I'm really quick at forgetting things when I'm talking and playing. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. No, that's embarrassing. I guess it's the same for Yuri. She's not very confident in her writing. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. You have an idea? Well, what is your idea? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. Oh, we have that's such an, I can't find the word. But it's something I have to finish, and that makes me feel like, oh my, what will I write? I'm gonna stay up all night thinking about it. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Pony? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Wow, yes, I agree. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Why are there only girls here, right? I never said I will join this club. Oh yeah, I never said. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and oh, they're all like, bro, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Why? Why you do this to us? But, I'm sorry, I thought... Me. Pony. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay! Yes, I am so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Doki Doki. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring it tomorrow. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Pony, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Pony, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, let's see if I can get them before I look. Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I'm so good, man. I'm so good. I'm remembering these names, man. Wow. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. If I use a very complicated word, I will please this lady here. If I use cute words, I will please the pink girl. And Monica, I have no idea. I wanna please Yuri? Yuri, I'm gonna say like most complicated words. Melancholy, effulgent, judgment, starscape, disarray, entropy, puppy. No, that no. Incongruent, vertigo, Doki Doki. That will please everyone, but I'll say it anyway. Heaven sent, vitality, determination. What else? Passion. Swimsuit. What? Extraordinary, infallible, unrestrained, sensation, philosophy, contamination, fantasy. I'm sure this will please the purple lady hair. Hi again, Pony. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Like I said, I wanted to please the purple lady. Purple haired lady. No, don't worry. By the way, finally some actual gameplay, like, other than reading. I get to choose words. I didn't think too much about them though, I just clicked the most complicated one. To make a purple lady happy. Probably. She'll be like, wow, you really have a wide vocabulary. I didn't even understand most of the complicated words I put in. Totally. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pony. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. You do? I want to see it. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, she likes manga. Now I gotta change my mind. Sorry, purple girl. I want the pink, girlier girl. Don't worry, guys. Pony always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable, OMG. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Hehehe, is that so? Hehe, lel. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Pony can become good friends too. Sayori? Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh, really? She brought me something? I wonder. Like her favorite book or something? Wait, Sayori, you crazy? That's too early, too soon. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, she's dying. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Oh, can I choose something? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Okay. Well, here. Yuri reaches out into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know what? Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. I seem to be talking a lot to Yuri and not the other two. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and what is Natsuki doing? I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. She's reading the same book. Wow. I better finish reading mine at her pace so we can quickly discuss it together. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. I don't see a book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Oh, so it must be a really boring book. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it so you can discuss it with me, right? Not for any particular reason. Because you want to talk about the book with me. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, she thought about me. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah, that's what people do. Buy 2 copies of the same book. For no reason. That's perfectly normal. Oh, I see. Completely believable. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is it about a boy and 4 girls in a club at a school? Is that so? Wow. What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it?